Israel blows up Hamas attack tunnel in Gaza. Israel announced on Sunday that it destroyed terror infrastructure that infiltrated Israeli territory. Israel's defense forces detected a tunnel running from the Gaza Strip into Israel and Egypt, reportedly built by militant group Hamas. Israel has claimed to have an advanced system for detecting tunnels underground, but did not provide details. The concrete tunnel passed under the Kerem Shalom crossing, the main passageway for goods entering Gaza, and was positioned near oil and gas pipelines. Authorities determined it was an attack tunnel and could be used by militants to go to Egypt from Gaza in order to attack Israel from the Sinai Peninsula. On Saturday, Israeli fighter jets launched an airstrike from the Gaza side that destroyed the tunnel. 3 others have been destroyed in the last 2 months, with the military vowing to eliminate all Hamas attack tunnels by the end of 2018. Just keep digging.
Norway announces an engineering world first. Norway will spend $315 million on the world's first ship tunnel in a bid to improve maritime safety and cut journey times. The 1,700-meter-long tunnel will carve through the solid rock of the Stad Peninsula in western Norway, allowing ships weighing up to 16,000 tons to pass between 2 fjords. The tunnel will allow cargo vessels and passenger ships to navigate more safely through the Stadhavet Sea. The width between the tunnel walls is 36 meters. A traffic light system will be used to show when it's safe to pass. The team behind the tunnel expects that 5 ships per hour will be able to pass through it. Construction on the project will begin by 2019 at the earliest, with completion expected by 2023.
New Zealand underpass built to allow penguins to cross the road. Because of humans, little blue penguins have no choice but to cross man-made roads and often get killed doing so. It hasn't always been a safe journey until now. An underpass in Awww, New Zealand has been constructed to allow the penguins a stress-free passageway. The world's smallest penguins, the blue-feathered kororas, live across the coastlines of Australia and New Zealand's North and South Islands. By the water, they typically forage for food, which they then must transport back to their nests for their baby chicks to eat. The penguins only come ashore after dark, but humans have made the trip a dangerous one, with cars being a nightly threat. The blue penguins in Awww are often observed making the trek across the coastal road, and cars are usually held up while hundreds of the flightless birds pass. To remedy the situation, the town council, tourism board, and several local businesses came together to build the penguins an 80-foot underpass, a tunnel stretching from the harbor all the way to their colony. The project was completed in September, and the town's 75,000 tourists and nature enthusiasts can now flock to watch these little 1-foot-tall, 2-pound birds scurry across the underground pathway safely to their nesting grounds.
30 people detained at cross-border smuggling tunnel. Trump's proposed border wall might not do a lot of good if people are making their way into the country underground. A cross-border smuggling tunnel was found near the Otay Mesa port of entry in California. The tunnel reportedly begins in a building on Calle Marbermejo in Tijuana. Border agents were patrolling in the area on early Saturday morning when they saw a large number of men and women on the street who fled when the agents approached them. Some reportedly tried to climb back into the tunnel, leading the agents to the discovery. A total of 30 people had been detained. 23 were Chinese nationals, 7 were Mexicans. Customs and Border Patrol officials told NBC News that there has been an increase in nationals from countries other than Mexico trying to enter the U.S. illegally in the past 2 years. Elon Musk is now dabbling in boring machines. The man behind Tesla and SpaceX has set his sights on another venture, boring. The goings-on behind Elon Musk's Boring Company were recently unveiled after a SpaceX employee shared a photo of the company's tunnel boring machine on Instagram. A boring machine excavates tunnels with a giant circular cutter head. The machine is designed to bore through anything from hard rock to sand. Elon Musk says he wants to build up to 30 levels of underground tunnels for cars and high-speed trains such as the Hyperloop. Musk has said his boring company would create 1 trillion jobs in the future. We certainly hope that's true. triumph of engineering opens in Switzerland. The world's longest and most expensive railway tunnel, the Gotthard Base Tunnel, opened on Wednesday. The Gotthard Base Tunnel originates in Erstfeld in Switzerland's Uri Canton and ends in Valdio in the canton of Tessin. The tunnel sits 2.3 kilometers under the Alps, making it the deepest railway tunnel in the world. The tunnel uses a system of 2 one-way tracks, linked by emergency escape routes. The tunnel's vault was covered with concrete and waterproof material, which allow water in the Alps to flow down inside the walls. The water is channeled out through pipes beneath the railway tracks. Trains travel on an almost entirely flat track and are able to reach maximum speeds of 250 kilometers per hour. The tunnel will cut the train journey time between Zurich and Milan by 1 hour to just about 3 hours. The tunnel will also be used for freight trains. About 260 freight trains will be able to use the tunnel per day, up from the 180 maximum on the current route. It is also hoped that the tunnel will reduce Alpine road traffic and consequently reduce CO2 emissions. The 57-kilometer tunnel is the world's longest, overtaking Japan's Seikan Tunnel and the Channel Tunnel between England and France. The Gotthard Base Tunnel took 17 years to complete. Regular service is expected to commence in December.